Good morning. And by good morning, I mean happy 4 in the afternoon. Because it's 4 in the afternoon, I just wanted to say good morning. I don't know why. Anyway, hi, hello, how are you all 7 of my people watching? I wanted to talk about something that I've completely fallen in love with. It's a beautiful new cartoon called 12 Forever. It's on Netflix and it's called 12 Forever.
Watch it, please.
It's not getting like any promos or publicity from Netflix at all, so please watch it. I want season 2. You can probably already see how I feel about this show. 12 Forever is just so good. "12 Forever" follows the lives of Reggie, Todd, and Esther. They are my 3 children and I absolutely love them. The basic plot of the show is that Reggie and her 2 friends are able to enter this kind of magical realm called Endless. That is the name of the place that they're able to enter. It's called Endless. And I'm not really sure if it's like another dimension or like in another universe. I'm not sure like what exactly Endless is in terms of the lore of the show, but it's just like a magical place that these kids are able to enter. And they tend to go there when, things in their real lives just get too rough or things are too stressful, because being a 12-year-old middle school, it's stressful. Nobody likes it. I didn't like it. And it seems like all 3 of our protagonists have at least one thing in common, and that thing seems to be they all just really need to escape the real world sometimes. Reggie has issues with learning to get older and accept the fact that she's getting older and she's not going to be a child forever. Todd has a crazy household and he's constantly having to babysit his little sisters, so in his free time he likes to go to Endless to get away from all of that. And then Esther just seems to have really strict parents that have high expectations for her, but they're also not around all the time, so that's something that has her want to go to Endless. It's also never really exactly explained exactly why or how Reggie found Endless. She just made a little key shape out of clay one day, and she was mad that day. She was upset. She was kind of just talking to herself. She was like, I want to be in a place where I can just have fun and be myself. And then she ended up getting magically transported to Endless. And then Todd gets there because she takes him there. Esther finds it because she whittled a little flute one day, and she was wishing the same sorts of things as Reggie. She was like, I just kind of want to have a place where I can have fun and let go and not have to live up to all these high expectations my parents have for me all the time. And then she played her little flute and she found Endless too. So that's something Reggie and Esther have in common. They both found Endless. So something that I really enjoyed about the show was how accurate it depicts being in middle school and getting older and becoming an adolescent. It's a wild time in one's life, and it's hard to accept for some people. Obviously the perfect example is Reggie herself. She doesn't want to grow up yet. She's not ready to give up being a child. She's not ready for adolescence. She's not ready for it. But she's really, really fighting that part of herself that's growing up. Something I completely understand. I went through similar things. I just kind of wanted to be a kid and play with my toys, and that was about it. Where was I? Oh yeah. The relationship she has with her mom is also just so relatable. On her birthday, her mom gives her all of these adolescent things. She gives her shaving razors and books about puberty and literally a whole ass bra. Reggie's mom gives her her first bra on her birthday in front of her friend that's a boy named Todd. She gave her a bra in front of Todd. She and her mom learn a lot about each other throughout the show. You know, Reggie's mom is like constantly trying to push her to try to act more like a teenager and want to enjoy teenagery things like hanging out at the mall and chasing your crushes and I don't know, just like, you know, stuff that teenagers do. Reggie's not ready for all of that. She's not ready for teenager things. And that's fine. You know, she's doing things at her own pace. Like I said, her mom is just trying to help, but not doing a great job because she thinks that, like, all kids go through the same things at the same exact time. They don't. And, you know, that's just such an accurate thing that most 12-year-old girls go through with their moms, you know? And it's just so relatable in that sense. And I also love the way they tackle the subject of puberty in the first couple of episodes. I think the second episode. They tackle the subject of puberty, and like I said, her mom gives her books about puberty, and they're all kind of like, being a woman is so great, and inside of every little girl is a woman waiting to blossom, and your body's gonna change, and blah blah blah. Which then triggers the conception of the Butt Witch on the Island of Endless. She seems to be like kind of like this manifestation of everything that Reggie is afraid of when it comes to growing up, aka puberty. So like, she's such an interesting villain because of that. And her main goal is to basically just make Endless boring, I guess. I don't know. Her main goal, I'm gonna get into that in a minute, her main goal isn't exactly super clear when it comes to what she's trying to do, like what her end goal is for the Island of Endless. I'm not sure. So yeah, that's a lot of the things that I really love. Oh, another thing I really love about this show is this diverse set of characters. I enjoy it. 2 of the 3 main characters are people of color, and there are also a lot of cool like LGBT characters in there, and they're shown just like having healthy relationships and falling for each other just like you would just like a show would with a hetero couple, you know. Oh, also Reggie, like the main protagonist, has a crush on a girl, so the gays are taking over, my dude. So that's something else I love about this show, is just how normal homosexual relationships are. It's so normal in this show, and I love that because guess what? It is normal in real life too. So yeah, I like how they don't make that such a big thing, like it's a thing in the show. And you know, it's a kid's show. Like overall it's a kid's show, and I think it's important to put that kind of stuff in kid shows and just like I said, normalize it and not make a big deal out of things that really aren't a big deal. My last favorite thing about this show is just like the wacky set of characters that are on Endless. I love them so much. They're so weird and colorful, and nothing about Endless makes sense, and I love it. Now some things that I have a bit of a problem with, not a problem, but it's just like, I think they should have touched more on these things, or I'm a bit confused about these things. I think they should have like continued the whole narrative with the Butt Witch about her being a manifestation of all of Reggie's fears about growing up and becoming a woman. It didn't seem like they really stuck with that. After her initial appearance in the first or second episode, she kind of just became like this weird character that just wanted all of the childish things off of Endless, which is pretty much everything, because Endless seems like it's always been kind of like wacky and strange, you know, like kids. Like I said, I don't understand her main goal. It's like, I know that she wants Reggie, Todd, and Esther to leave the island and like not come back. don't particularly understand why, or what her plan is for when, or if she wins. I don't know. But she's funny, she's hilarious, I love her dialogue so much, and I love her, like, you know, evil person sidekick relationship that she has with the character named Big Deal. That's his name. It's really funny. Yeah, I just don't understand, like, the characters being cool. Another thing I think they really should have touched on more was Reggie kind of, like, trying to accept that growing up is a part of life. I mean, like, Endless is her escape from the real world, and that's fine. Real people, including 12-year-olds, have their personal escapes from the real world, whether it be a hobby or a TV show or whatever. We all have our own personal escapes, especially as kids, which is fine, but even though we have those escapes, we do have to accept the fact that growing up is a part of life, and in the 25 episodes, they haven't made that a part of the narrative, really. She kind of just keeps winning at the end of every episode by saying, haha, screw growing up, we have to be children. We're going to be children forever. We're never growing up. It's not happening. So that's a bit strange. The beginning of the show makes it out to be like Reggie has to accept that growing up is a part of life, because she does, because she's a person. Like, literally her main goal in life is to live on the island of Endless forever, which is clearly not healthy. We all know it's not. We all know it's not, and while you're watching it, you're kind of like, Reggie, no, you can't do that. So I really want that to be, like, a bigger part of the narrative, because there's obviously a lot of potential in adding that to the story. I don't know. That's why there needs to be a season 2 of this show, because there are so many things that they didn't or couldn't touch upon in the first season. And just another thing that I don't like, that I just really need explained, is the actual island of Endless. I need that explained to me. I still don't fully understand it. And I understand that it's just supposed to be weird and wacky, but even in the show, some of the characters start to, like, go into an analysis of the island, and they want to research it and understand why it's there and what it exactly is and where exactly it is. And now I need answers, because if you're going to address that in your show,
please explain it.
I need the full lore. I need the whole story about this magical island. And the thing about Endless, we know it's not like a figment of Reggie and Todd's imagination, because Esther is able to get there without Reggie. She's been able to get there without Reggie. And then another character that's like a minor character in one episode, I forget his name, but, like, he's also another kid that was able to come to Endless without Reggie, so it's clearly not a figment of her imagination. It's, like, clearly, like, a thing, like a real thing within the show. So I really just want to understand what Endless is, where it is, how it is. I want to learn more about the characters that live on Endless, because they're just so wild. And I want to know where they came from, and if they were born there and were part of the conception of the island, or if they also are people and creatures that found Endless just like Reggie did. So there we go. That was me talking about my new favorite cartoon, 12 Forever. And just in case you didn't catch that, it's called 12 Forever. Go on Netflix and watch it, alright? Just go on Netflix right now. Watch it. Go ahead, watch it on Netflix right now. I dare you. There's zero promotion for it. You need to go watch it, because season 2 needs to happen. It's such a good show, and I don't want to lose it after just getting it. And the main reason I was so excited about this show when I initially first saw it on the homepage of Netflix was because after seeing the thumbnail for it on Netflix, I remembered the pilot episode from Cartoon Network's Cartoon Hangover. I remember watching the pilot episode a few years ago and really hoping that it would be picked up by somebody. Thank God it was, because it's so good. Also, Infinity Train was picked up by Cartoon Network, so that's premiering on August 5th. And I'm probably gonna watch it, and I'm probably gonna also talk about that, because that also looks really good. Alright, thank you to all 7 of my guys for watching. Maybe I'll make another video again soon. I want to. Alright, okay, bye, thanks.